Move to approve and to authorize the first selectman to enter into a lease agreement with the Niantic Lions Club for the purpose of selling food in connection with the art show on June 30 and July 1, 2018. The town grants to the Lions for the period of 4 p.m. on Friday, June 29, 2018 through 10 p.m. on Sunday, July 1, 2018, the right to use the land at the town hall on Pennsylvania Avenue, which is to be set aside for that purpose by the town.
Second.
At this point, this agreement is boilerplate, as they say, in your business. In that we bring it up every year, and we're so happy to have the Lions on our property, and they're gonna have their art show again. They're gonna not have lobsters this year, but they are gonna have lobster rolls. But they're gonna downsize the lobster operation, but that means it's just gonna be new and improved and even better, so. Very interesting, by my agreement that I have in my hand, I think you have the same. Wayne Frazier signed it, former first selectman. So I get to put my name under his, with your approval. Any other comments? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstain? Authorize first selectman to sign grant applications.
Move that the first selectman is hereby authorized and directed to sign all grant applications and execute and deliver any and all documents on behalf of the town of East Lyme for fiscal year 2018-19, and to do and perform all action things which he deems necessary and appropriate to carry out the terms of such documents, including but not limited to executing and delivering all applications contemplated by such documents.
Second.
Any comments? All in favor say aye.
Aye. Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstain? Terrific. There is an appointment this evening. As you know, we had a police
No,
commission.
there's not. No.
It's on there just in case. I didn't know if you were appointing.
The police commission tonight.
I never saw it.
Oh.
Okay.
We could do it at the next meeting. I sent that out, no?
Yep.
Yeah,
We got
yeah.
it. You emailed
Well,
it.
we can take a
I'm okay with that.
motion to appoint, we have a vacancy on our police commission, and we had a few people show interest, and a few people who have served already. Let me give you the lady's name who I met.
Do we have an address and until serve date?
No, maybe we need that then. So we'll wait until next meeting. Okay? Whoops.
Okay. No
Thought I
problem.
had that.
No.
Trying to think if we could correct that. They don't have a meeting coming up anytime soon, so it's not necessary anyway. Old business, none. Communications, information reports, ex officio reports. Would anyone like to start? I'm gonna go random tonight.
They had a youth services meeting last week where 3 East Lyme High students got $1,500 scholarships on behalf of Jeffrey's Rainbow Run. You know, Jeffrey Borges, who tragically was killed about a little over 6 years ago, and his family has now is up to 3 $1,500 scholarships that went to very needy students at our high school. And then also Parks and Rec, we had our annual meeting up at the park last week. It was just really good. There was one merchant that wanted to be able to sell merchandise on the boardwalk. It was the feeling that was not an appropriate place to be selling merchandise or stuff like that. So no merchandise, strictly when they have the bids, it's just strictly for food. So that's the extent of my report.
Good. That's a good decision. Anyone else?
I just have planning. There was a meeting last week. They opened the application for a 2-lot re-subdivision on Walnut Hill Road, 31 Walnut Hill Road. That's been continued to the meeting a special meeting next week. It's really a 3-lot, so there's some confusion of it. There's an existing house, and they want to add 2 more lots to it. There's also the on the Green Valley Lakes Road. That public hearing is going to start next week. That's for a 23-lot re-subdivision, and that's been scheduled for public hearing, and that's in inland wetlands too. That's all I have for tonight.
Great.
Except for, school construction starts, building commission meets tomorrow, that's all looking good. Our purchasing plan is within the town right now, getting reviewed. We're hoping, I'm gonna reach out to Anna tomorrow to get comments by the end of the month. Would like to have one more quick meeting with our board and potentially have something in front of you, this board, the first meeting in July.
The only meeting in July.
The only meeting in July. So even more important that I'd like to have it. Our goal is to have it before us in public hearing, if this commission decides to, within the summer.
Great, great. Ms. Hardy, no reports.
Inland Wetlands did approve the three-lot subdivision at Walnut Hill Road. Mr. Solano already talked about the public hearing on Green Valley Lakes Road. And the Wetlands Agency, town official is issuing a notice of violation to the property owner on Roxbury Road for unpermitted clearing of the lot about across the street from the town dump.
Yep.
On the harbor management, it's reported that the upper river is open for shell fishing. You received in your packets tonight that Dick Morris, the harbor master, has tendered his resignation effective September 1st of this year. And that is a governor-appointed position, and the requirement is to submit 3 names for that position. Wellsco has a meeting tomorrow night where they're going to review and possibly vote on a revised shellfish plan for the Niantic River, and possibly to review and vote on a proposed commercial shellfishing plan submitted by Mr. Lonergan. And finally, the harbor management plan is at the printers. It should be being forwarded to you along with the ordinance, Mr. First Selectman, sometime within the next week or two. And then we'll be asked to review it and endorse it before it's submitted to the state, just identifying the editorial type administrative changes that have been made since the state approved it. That's all I have to report.
So Paul, there's a plan and there's also an ordinance change, right?
And I stated the ordinance is being submitted to
That's what's
us
being submitted,
with
okay.
Both are being
Both
submitted.
have to be approved by us, right? Okay.
It's been a busy couple of weeks, but not very eventful, other than a few items I'll bring up. I went to a COG meeting today, which we do twice a month, a Council of Government meeting, but today was special because I brought Dave Putnam with me today, and he made a very special presentation to all the local CEOs, mayors and first selectmen, and others in the audience who got to hear about the Miracle League field. And it's very much a regional effort and a regional field, although we're hosting it here in East Lyme, and we're trying to get other towns engaged in the fundraising. And to be part of it, be part of the ribbon cutting and the encouraging their families with children with special needs and the handicaps to come out and partake in our leagues that will be going on there. Of course, since we've met, the farmers market has opened. It's always great down there. It's like a little circus every Thursday down on Methodist Street. So. You all should go down there and buy a head of lettuce or a pie. It's very dangerous. The triple berry pie down there, I don't leave without it.
So is the chocolate butter pound cake. But
Okay. We all have our favorites.
oh, yeah.
Great. So we will not have a meeting on July 4th, naturally, go figure, but we will have it the following week. So keep that in mind as you create your calendar for next month. July 11th will be our one and only Board of Selectmen meeting. Bright Music Festival happened this past weekend, the weekend before, since our last meeting, and another wildly successful event. And the Dago Foundation does so much in our community, and it's great to see you guys out there and being part of the community. And lastly, I went to 2 wakes in the last couple of weeks. Ashley Bergeron and tonight Jane Powers, 2 wonderful, powerful women that made a difference in our community, that have and come from great families, and I offer the families our sincerest condolences and our gratitude for being able to share these women in our community with us. So Is there any public delegation this evening? Hearing none, any further comments from the Board of Selectmen?
Mark, when's the anticipated opening date of the park down there?
Thank you for bringing that up. July 21st is the opening of the Main Street Park. Put that in your calendar, Kimberly. July 21st. That's also celebrating Lyme Day, so we're going to have something in the morning, so somewhere around, say, 10 o'clock. But we'll all gather down there, and I don't know what you do when you open a park. Do you cut a ribbon, or do you smash a champagne bottle on the
I think you got a ribbon.
Niantic
Ribbon
sign? Or,
Yeah,
I don't-
let's
Go
ship
with
up
the
that.
ribbon.
Yeah, let's go, stick with the ribbon.
So we'll see you all down at the park on the 21st in the morning, and then back on Main Street in the evening. So
What time do they close the road down?
I think they close it around
1:30.
12 or 1.
After
Yeah.
the event.
Yeah, right. Well, after the event, there'll be plenty of parking down there still, and we'll get down there and enjoy that day.
There's no ordinance yet, so don't worry. Just
Yeah, park anywhere.
park where you want.
And make a $5 donation?
Yeah, make a $5 donation.
Don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Well, thank you for your service to the town.